Hey y'all, it's Trey. Good to see you again. Before I get started, I just wanted to point out I am in fact repping my alma mater today. ACU pulled off an upset against UT in the first round of March Madness. I don't watch basketball, but I am proud of my school for doing something cool. I got a new haircut, spring has sprung, and it is time for a new phase on this YouTube channel. About a week or two ago, it was suggested that I start reacting to all of Christina Aguilera's albums, and I thought, that sounds like fun. I put up a poll on my Twitter and my community page here on my YouTube channel as well, and the majority said, yes, do it. I'm starting with her demo album, Just Be Free. This might be something that just the hardcore fans appreciate, so if that is not you, please subscribe and click that notification bell so you know and you get notifications when I react to the commercial albums that you do like. So here we are. I'm going on a whole journey, and I'm going to start at the very, very beginning. This is not the album that was released first chronologically, but it was the album that was recorded first. It's really a demo, and it was released against Christina's wishes after her debut album was super successful. When this demo was recorded, it was under the agreement that this was just going to be sent out to help her make connections and get her foot in the door after Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And in fact, when they ended up releasing it against her wishes, it was only with, Christina said, the understanding that there would be a note from her to the fans inside every single copy. And it read like this: Just Be Free was recorded when I was 14 and 15 years old. At that young age, I made the recordings as a possible stepping stone to a career in music, which is my ultimate passion. They were made just so that I could get my foot in the door of the music business. I did not intend that the recordings would be widely released, especially after I signed with a major record label. I have not updated or finished the versions recorded in my childhood, and they are being released as is, although I tried to prevent the release for several years. You know, I at least appreciate that they let her say, I did not want this to happen, and they are doing this against my wishes. The recordings do not in any way reflect my current musical taste and where I am as an artist. The growth and vocal development I experienced as I matured into young adulthood is not reflected in the recordings. The album of new recordings that I intend to release this fall will be the album that truly reflects my artistry, my vision, and my passion. My understanding is that's in reference to her album Stripped. The Just Be Free recordings will hopefully be a footnote in a musical career that I dream will last for many years to come. Well, you were right about that, Christina. It definitely lasted for many years to come. With all of that being said, I think my interest is thoroughly piqued about what this album is going to sound like. So, let's dive right into this reaction video. Track number 1, the title track, Just Be Free. Wait. That was not as rough as I was expecting. It still needs some polishing. But sis was 14 and 15 years old when she recorded this. I was pleasantly surprised. It did show off some of Christina's vocals and things that she can do. Some of those things were rough, but it's there. The talent is there. I don't think it's fair for professional critics to pick apart an album that was never intended to be released commercially. However, in my research prior to listening to this album, I did find this review by American music critic Stephen Thomas Erlewine. He's also a senior editor for the online music database AllMusic, and he wrote that Just Be Free is a lot of generic early 90s dance pop with a heavy house influence, all sung earnestly by Aguilera. on the one hand, you have the generic sound, the music in the background of the times, and then you've got Christina trying to prove that she's not generic and that she has an earnest, authentic quality to her voice. So let's see if some of the other tracks maybe, if they show off some other pieces as well. Track number 2, By Your Side.
Or when you come to me, I'm just reminded of how glad I am to be with you. And yes, this is I love you when I'll be right here by your side. Don't worry at all. You know my heart's afraid. I'll be right here by your side.
Huh. The voice is there. The voice is there. I think they accomplished what they wanted to with this demo. I mean, obviously, if it got her the record deal that she got and her debut was as successful as it was, this is not quite the Christina who's known for the high notes that I know her for, or the Christina that's known for owning her body like I know her for doing. And so I'm really trying to like pay attention to hear what they were hearing back then. I'm just hearing a girl with a very, very powerful voice, and I wonder what that was like in context of the other voices of women in the 90s, of young women in the 90s, and wondering where can we go next. Track number 3, Move It, the dance mix.
In this party going up, baby, gotta make it strong into the music. In this party going up, baby, gotta make it strong into the music.
The 90s were an interesting time for music. I'm just not sure what is on this demo album cover. She's got, it's like her floating head, and then I can't see like the rest of her body. What's going on? What is her head connected to? Is she like inside a car window just popping her head out? I'm really confused. Anyways, Move It, dance mix. So far, Just Be Free was like a pretty strong start, and the rest of it, track number 4, Our Day Will Come. Those background singers didn't even need to be on the demo. There's not really much difference between these songs, track to track. This might be a really short reaction video. I'm looking for a ballad! Track number 5, Believe Me. Is this a ballad?
Oh yeah, you believed in me when no one else did. You gave me the strength to move on my way. I'll always be the one I remember.
Okay. When the audience does not have a personal story or a movement or, you know, an image to get behind with a ballad like that, it's kind of boring. But there were still some things in there vocally that she was doing that I was kind of like, that's interesting. Track number 6, Makes Me Happy. Yeah, the production on this album is giving me like Michael and Janet Jackson, but it doesn't like mean something to Christina, and I feel like we can feel that. Because we've heard Christina on a song that she is passionate about, or that she, maybe co-wrote, or that is coming from her heart. I just want to get through this and listen to some music that means something to her. Track number 7, Dream a Dream.
I dream there's nothing that's too tough. There's nothing that's hard enough for me and you to get through. And I know I had a dream, you and I can get through anything. I dreamed a dream, you and I can get through anything. Don't you ever say never, because
Whew! That was a 5-minute track. The growth between this song and Reflection is remarkable. That's all I have to say. Track number 8, Move It. The first time we heard Move It, it was the dance mix. So what is this?
get this party going on, the feel of rhythm. Gotta make it strong. Keep it going on. If you wanna get away and easy mind now, come on everybody, stay and let the sun take you away. Yeah.
I would be interested to hear from Christina, and maybe from the producers of the album as well, why each track was chosen. What did one track do that they thought the other didn't do, but that they still wanted record labels to hear? Why record 12 tracks? Do record labels even listen to the whole demo tape? I imagine they're very busy people. Track number 9, The Way You Talk to Me.
I like the way you talk to me. I like the way
She's just repeating this line.
you talk to me.
She's been singing this for about a minute now.
Is that all?
Okay, this is so rough that they didn't edit out the "is that all?" Okay? This is crazy to me. Christina said never release this album commercially. But the producers really said, oh no, we can make money with this. I don't think it hasn't even sold 200,000 copies. I don't doubt that they made money off of it. I just question whether it was enough that they made to justify this choice. However, I am happy to be hearing this. It doesn't make me like Christina any less. It actually kind of makes me like her more. I just wish that it wasn't done against her wishes. That's kind of invasive. And now I feel kind of guilty for having listened this far into the album. I have 3 left, I might as well finish. The Way You Talk to Me also probably had the catchiest chorus other than By Your Side and Just Be Free. I found myself kind of singing along to it. That's cool. Track number 10, Running Out of Time. We're picking it back up? Okay. Wait. This is raw! You literally heard her say, all right, to the sound engineers. Like, okay. Like, they just cued her to start, and she said, all right. In 3, 2, 1.
I don't know what's going on in your mind, but you're running out of time. You're running out of time.
Wait!
Oh, you're running out of time. You're running out of time. Oh, you're running out of
this one.
Running out of time. Oh.
That's crazy to me. Like, they didn't even edit out the parts where she's talking to the sound engineers. Like, when they're giving her cues and she's like, how does that sound? And she's talking through the walls to them. They kept that in there. These are early demos. They did not really edit these much before they sent them out. This is very, very interesting. Okay, track number 11, Believe Me, the dance mix. I'm a Barbie girl? Dance mix was a bit of an improvement, I think. I couldn't tell if they took her vocals from the original Believe Me and just changed the backing track for it, or if they had her sing new vocals. Anyways, track number 12, the conclusion, the finale, Just Be Free, en español. Wait, they changed the background for Just Be Free too. They chose instruments more associated with traditional Latin music. It's becoming clear to me that the choice to record music in Spanish was something that she intended to do from the beginning, as far as having a singing career and a record contract. Mi Reflejo was also her first album after her debut album, and it had a bunch of her hits as well as a couple of new songs in Spanish. I want Christina to record another album in Spanish. Is that something she has plans for? Because I'd be here for it.
La música te lleva la pantalla. Sigue tu ritmo, oye cómo va. La música te lleva, la música te lleva. No dejas de moverte. La música te lleva, la música te lleva.
Wait, this is doing it for me. This right here is doing it for me. I feel like that meme. Can someone turn that up? This is doing it for me. She had a really fast cadence there. The vocals were there. Her little climb up and that powerhouse moment. This is see, Just Be Free. I didn't need most of this album. But the title track, both in English and Spanish, it's delivering for me. I think, carry on. That was a good conclusion. Okay. She did Spanish on the best song of the album. And my Spanish still needs some work as far as listening comprehension, but I caught some parts, where she said, baila, la música te lleva. That made me really excited for Mi Reflejo. I'm ready to go into her commercial music. I'm glad I did this. This is a good little stepping stone. This was a learning experience. Mostly because I feel like recording that album was a learning experience for Christina. And that's so interesting that they chose to release the demos commercially. In what other case has that worked? I listened to it, I've heard it, and I'm ready for the real music. The songs that Christina intended for us to hear. Although that was still an enjoyable experience. If you have watched this far, you must be a hardcore Christina Aguilera fan, or you just love me. Hi Mom, thanks for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post a video and I react to Christina's debut album, the real music. Send me more stuff to react to, although I will be reacting to Christina for most of these next few weeks. weeks, but I'm open to hearing some other stuff, and I'll probably try and sneak in a couple of others in there in the middle. I will see y'all again very, very soon. Bye! Solamente tú. All I want is